Alright, so we're at the wharf waiting for the 6 a.m. Ferry over to Samoa, all organised by the staff at Sheridan. So they helped us get a driver because we didn't book the barge far enough in advance to get over there with the car, which is why they've helped us with the driver. Looks like the driver that we've got has been incredibly helpful. They've made some recommendations, and because we're catching the 6 a.m. barge and then coming back on the 4 p.m. barge, we can do quite... So this is what they're recommending that we do. So this is the plan for today. We've got breakfast here, so we're not going to be stopping for breakfast, but for instance, this is Byron's breakfast. And this is TJ's breakfast, and I imagine that Matt's and my breakfast are quite the same as TJ's. So really nicely packed from Sheridan. Now the plan for today is not to stop for breakfast, but to go to the blowholes. Then we'll go, I think that Puaga might be another waterfall. Then we've got apparently the best waterfall over here in Samoa, Apu'ao. Then we're going to go swimming with the turtles, which we've already done recently in Cook Islands, but only $8 per person, so that's okay. Then we're going to check out the lava fields, and then maybe stop at a beach on the way back, maybe a monument, and hopefully have a little bit of time in there for lunch when we're swimming with the turtles, as well as come back and stop at the Jetover Hotel before we hop back on the afternoon ferry, so that we can have like a couple of drinks, or maybe even dinner or afternoon tea or something along those lines. Because it's going to be an hour and a half barge. Apparently the big barge isn't working at the moment, just a little one. So that means that we won't arrive over there until 7:30, but we'll get to see the islands as it becomes daylight. I don't think the sun rises on this side of the island, but on the way back we should see the sunset, so that should be really special. So I think that we're day 6 or 7 now of the trip, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, I will say as well, the Sheraton did a wake-up call, which was really cute, and we really appreciate that, especially since yesterday afternoon we didn't actually even end up eating at Tanoa. Oh my gosh, they had live music, which was great. However, it was so loud and it was so busy. They were watching the football. Apparently they love their rugby here, which is different to American Samoa, where I think they love their NFL. So we ended up going and eating at Lava again. Okay, so that's me for now. If there's any cool footage on the barge, I'll get it. Otherwise, I imagine I'll be getting footage over in Savahi. Okay, so we are on the ferry over to Savahi. That is the beautiful sunrise. These are my boys having a cuddle. Top level of the barge. So here's the sunrise, not more than 5 minutes after the prior video. That's the main island. About an to Samoa. And maybe another 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not entirely sure. I think that we're very close now. So again, that's the sunrise. That's Pulu. And those are a couple of other islands. I think this is Samoa. Very, very busy for, I'm guessing, the 8 a.m. wharf, and we're about to head it with our driver. All right. Wow. Hopefully the weather improves at some point. Although it looks like it just stopped raining. Maybe it'll get hot in the middle of the day. Okay, so just driving past a waterfall that falls into the sea that we're going to come back to on. You're right to go when you're ready, Eric. It looks stunning. Look at that. Wow, can't wait. Okay, so $10 per person to come here. Stunning view. And the weather is blessing us for a moment. So ideally, you'd have a coconut to throw in here. But my thoughts is that, oh, well, hopefully we do get a coconut so we can throw it in, jump back, and if you catch it, it's my understanding that that's a good thing. But ideally it doesn't hit you on your head. Recently covered with sand, making it a bit more of a smooth drive, which is incredible. Wow, this place is special. And this is on an overcast day. Oh my gosh. Look at that water. It's just so blue. Side mirrors, rear vision mirrors or something on the cars too. And not even the Samoans know the purpose of it. And how about all the oh, so is this the best blowholes up here to stop at? Even further, wow, these aren't even the best ones. Wow, look at that. Wow. I don't know if it's visible on the camera, but it literally hits you. This is definitely insane. How anyone could come to Samoa and not come and see this. That's just a crime. More huts. Just think for people to chill out for a little while. So I can't imagine that you could go swimming down there. That must be a viewing deck. Information. Okay, so we're here. So we're going to jump out the car and get a little bit wet. Yeah. All right, out of the car. This is the tour car for the day. And we're going to go check out the blowholes. Apparently there's a red line. And you just stay behind that, especially on a rough day. Apparently we've come at a good time. And I can... Yeah, this is bad. I can see that this looks like it's a little way down here. There's a viewing deck there that I videoed earlier in another video, and some pools. And this is all lava rock, I believe. That's the boys. They've been sleeping. Let's see if we can find this red line. Just look at that. Just amazing. Wow. Wow. You can really feel it hitting you. I wish I could get that. What do they call that? Live cinema. Alright, I reckon that we're going to get a couple of photos here before moving on to... Wow! To a couple of the waterfalls. Wow. That's the red line. Don't cross it. Okay, so we're just stopping at like the black sand or black rock beach. Again, that's the hire car, and this is what it looks like on a drizzly day. So if this is what it looks like on a drizzly day, I'd like to know what it looks like clear, beautiful day. Just absolutely stunning. Just tufts of white, kind of light water at the top of each of the waves as they like roll in and hit the rocks. Just so beautiful. Maybe like 10 minutes from the blowholes, but a separate kind of lookout destination. So definitely. Okay, a little further up, this is where you find the Mapaoga, or whatever it's called. It is a waterfall into the ocean, and that's what it looks like. It's literally a waterfall that I believe we can go swimming in if we choose to do so. But that is running water back out into the sea. So I'm going to get a couple more photos up here, and then we're going to go down and check it out. Down by the waterfall that goes into the ocean, 5 tala per person entry, and this isn't the waterfall here, but this is more like Black Rock Beach. And then it extends around here, where, as you can see, the mouth of the waterfall is right there. So you get a pretty good view from the road. Maybe not quite as good as the view down here. Just finding out from our driver that you can actually walk along the top of this waterfall. So just walking along, I guess it's entirely sure what this is. Just doing that now. Get a little bit more of a close-up view. Yeah. Crashing down. Okay, so the Afu Au waterfalls. So we're just going for apparently a short walk and probably just a short swim because it's a little bit drizzly today and everyone's complaining that it's cold. But we're super thankful to be here, so we want to experience as much of this beautiful place as possible. So looking at the canopy above, now we're looking at changing the lunch destination because the driver had suggested that spot near the turtle swimming because of the timing. But pending how there is a nicer resort, Amoa, I'm not sure. Wow, that's pretty. So apparently this is one of the prettiest waterfalls in Samoa. And look how clear the water is. So that's actually water. See? That's just insane. So we're just coming on this short walk. Looks like you can go swimming down there, is that right? But up here is nicer. Yeah, so we're just gonna go have a look up here and at our deep and shallow areas, so that should be really cool to check out. Let's have a look. It's pretty special. Lots of rainforest coverage here. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Water just rushing down and in between the rocks. And just keeps falling for days. It's such a pretty bluey green colour. So there's another pool that you can go there. But we can go up even further. Lots of these like tree ferns and ginger plants, I think they're called, with really pretty bright flowers. Wow. The water's just so clear. So I just found out, I believe, that Prince Charles, or King Charles, sorry, and Camilla are coming here later in the year. And so the Samoan government is paying the villagers to recycle things like old tyres to firstly decorate, and I think try and manage some of the waste issues that they've been experiencing. So that's why in a lot of the footage I imagine you'll see that there are decorated tyres, there's reused plastic bottles, painted coconuts, sticks that have been cut down from trees, all of that type of stuff to try and prepare Samoa for their arrival. Being that they are distinguished guests. Apparently they're also doing up the roads, which makes a lot of sense as to why. Wow, that's beautiful. So this is light apparently compared to what it typically is. Yeah, so this would be why you'd also see in a lot of the footage of the Cross Island roads that there's roadworks along there. Apparently they're mainly focusing, oh wow, there's little falls there too. Wow, mainly focusing on the road from the airport, but they're definitely doing it on the Cross Island Road as well. So there's some stairs down there. And that is just beautiful. Wow, that's totally breathtaking. So we're going to get a family photo. Hey family, before you go, let's stand on the stairs and get a photo. I'll let you go. So just passing the first ever church now. Renovated. Huge wall. Coming onto the other side of the island, heading towards the turtle swim and the just at Samoa Resort for lunch, and I'm going to get some footage here and across the road. It is absolutely stunning. Look, seriously amazing. So apparently this venue is a place where, or across the road at the very least, is somewhere where they do a lot of weddings. So that's where we're going to sit with the pool view. And I'm just going to run across the road and just get some more footage. And then I'll be back. I mean, look at that. Amazing. I would say that this is like a... And of course, being Samoa, the weather has cleared up again. I would say that this is like a must visit when you come to Savaii. So... They've got all art in there. Lots of these traveller palms, as well as, it looks like, I'm not sure if you can see behind me, that's a traveller's palm there. And then that looks like a foxtail palm. And lots of these kind of concrete, I'm guessing they're rock or fake rock or lava, I'm not sure, but they're everywhere, not only on Savaii but on Apulu. So I can't remember if this is day 6 or 7.
It's on a volcano.
But this is our day in Samoa, and I reckon you could definitely do at least a couple. And if you stayed here, my goodness, if you are on island time, whew.
But Samoa's on the volcano.
Yeah, that's true. It's a volcanic island, right? Like, what the hell? How do you get water this color? What the hell? Who does that?
Byron.
Come on, Byron. Wow. This is just 2 traveller palms, book framing, book ending, sorry, framing, however you want to put it. I imagine where weddings that are maybe not local weddings, because of the religion over here, a lot of people would get married in the church, would happen, and it looks like there's some stairs down to into the water or to go into a boat. I don't know if anything could do this justice, truly. I mean, look at that. Oh! Hey! Wow. That's really special. At the lava fields. It's a very long tour, so we're not going to do the entire tour, plus we're super tired, but just to give you a little bit of an idea as to how huge all of this is. It just keeps going and 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 going. Speaking, when you do the tour, they would take you to show you the 2 churches and the Virgin's Grave that were untouched by the 1905 volcano eruption that happened here on Samoa. However, obviously we're not doing it because we're tired and time and that sort of thing. But the Virgin's Grave, apparently that was like a, I think like a chief's daughter or something that died young. And so they were buried before the eruption occurred. But the eruption apparently occurred really slowly. So what that means is that although the lava now covers 5 villages, that no actual villagers were injured in the 1904. It's very, very cool. Apparently it takes half an hour to walk all the way out there. It's a very rocky landscape. We're going to go to our driver's uncle's establishment on a sandy beach in Samoa.